Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Horror Room. Today, we are going to be doing something different. We are not going to be reviewing a movie or any of my nice collectibles. Today, we're going to be talking about a book that I read. I cannot remember the author's name, but you can Google that info. The book is called Cows. Now, if you've never heard of this book, it falls under the extreme literature category. There's other books like this. There's one called Playground that's very infamous. Um, there's a couple others. I've, read reviews and heard, breakdowns of these books, but, nothing too impressive, honestly. They're just trash. But I watched a video that was talking about cows, and it said, if there's an iceberg, cows is at the bottom. It's like the worst of the worst. So I said, you know what? I have to give this a listen. I didn't buy the book and read it. No. So I found a channel that was doing a audiobook reading. A human was reading it, thankfully, not an AI. Um, Now I'm pretty sure this is a British made book, because a lot of the people in the book are British. So the guy decided he made a stylistic choice to do accents throughout the reading. Um, Kind of just made everything kind of sound funny, even though some of it is not funny. Um, but I'll tell you my full thoughts on the book after I tell you what the book is about. Now, I have to be very careful how I word this because YouTube would not like me talking um, about some of the things that are in this book. So I'm going to give you the basic rundown of the plot, and I'm going to try and work around different things that happen in the book. Um, so the book follows Stephen, who lives at home with his mother, and his mother likes to cook him animal parts, but she does not do a very good job of cooking, and they're not very good. So Stephen, he does not like eating these things, um, and he has a neighbor that lives above him. I think, yeah, they live like in the same flat or whatever they call it in England. Um, I'm trying to remember her name. I think it starts with an L. I literally just listened to this today. Her name's not important. We'll just call her L. um, and she's into like watching gross medical things, and she thinks that inside the body there's like a gross thing that you can find that like makes you unhappy, and if you find it you could take it out and then you could be better, you could be happier. She really doesn't come into the story until after Steven gets his job. He gets a job at a slaughterhouse where they process cows. That's the title of the book. You could probably guess that. It's not called chicken. Um, so, yes, he works in the slaughterhouse, and he has the job of tossing the meat in a grinder and, grinding it up. But he's always looking, oh, well, the slaughter room with the curtains, it looked pretty neat back there. He meets another employee whose name is Gummy, because he has gums, very little tooth action. And apparently, this guy did some things with a cow, and he says it was great. Um, yeah, so that guy's a weirdo. Well, his story is he's missing like part of his mouth and stuff, and he kissed a cow and he liked it, and the cow bit him off his mouth, his face. Pretty gross. So eventually, his friend Lori, I don't know what her name is, L. She says, "Hey, you should look in one of them cows at work to see if you can find that thing that I'm talking about." Um, and she wants his help looking for that thing as well. So he takes a little camera that's on a stick on a tube, and he in her booty and looks inside of her and does not see anything except poop, because that's what's in the booty is poop. And then they, because, big turn on, I guess. And, we get some lovely moments with his mother feeding him and him talking about his mother and how gross his mother is in her body and the things that stain her outfit and her back and her front. Pretty bad stuff. Also, he has a dog that his mother crippled, and the dog drags its legs around. It's very sad stuff. So, anyways, the foreman, the guy who runs the meat plant, I cannot remember his name here. It's like Clint. We'll just call him Cliff. He's like, and remember they're British, but I don't know. I'm giving him like British Australian. He says, "Hello, are you all be a slaughter man? You be a big, strong slaughter man." And guy's like, "Yep." Steven's like, "Yep, I want to be a slaughter man." He's like, "All right, I'll show you. And him and a bunch of men, they to a cow body after the gun, the thing that they use to go to make the cow go, and they put it on a meat hook and they send it out. Send it out. So they do that. And the one guy comes, he says, "Oh, I told you that's what the cow's for." And then he's like, "Oh, well, I guess now I'm a bad guy. I do bad things." Yep. So he's like, "Oh, I gotta get rid of Mom. Mom keeps feeding me gross stuff." So he says, "Oh, I'm going poison her," and then he can't do it. So he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna start feeding you." He like takes his plate and he chucks it across the room, and he says, "Mama, I'm feeding you now," and he punches her. She's like, "What, feeding me?" And earlier he's complaining about the food, and she's like, "If it's good enough for me, it's good enough for you." And excuse me, I just had nachos. I'm very full. He's like, I'm feeding you now, Mom. And he goes to the bathroom with the plates, and he poops on the plates and makes his mum eat it. It's pretty gross, I guess. Then he goes back to work and goes like, "Oh, come here, I'll show you something else." And he comes into the slaughter room, and there's a big tarp over something. Like, might be a cow. What's it doing? Got a cow in here. Nope, it's not a cow. It's Gummy. Gummy's in there, all tied up and bent over, and his boss hands him some garden shears, like, and he into the booty, but not like closed. They're open like Caesars, and he goes. It's very serious. It's bad. Sneep, 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 all the way up the back. Like if I could turn around, you would see my spine. He does that like next to the spine, and he does that. And his boss, he on his leg while he doing that. Okay. Then he says, "I can do this to this guy. I could go home and kill Mama." I don't know why he's French now. So yeah, he go home and he's like, "I'm going to take care of Mama." And Mama come running out. She's like, "I'm sick of eating the poop." Because they've had it like a lot. And he tried to get her, but she slid onto him. She big lady. And he's, "I can't push you off." And his dog crawl over with his legs dragging and bite Mama on the neck. And Mama go, She go grab the dog and she chuck him at the wall like a football. Not a European football like soccer football. Football like Utah's pigskin. So yes, Stephen mad. Dog dead. He do something terrible. He grab Mama, tie her up, and he duct tape her head to his bottom butt, and he poop into Mama mouth. Very bad. Don't do that, Steven. So now Mama dead. And oh yes, man, Steven can talk to Cow now. Cow come visit him at work in I'm doing like a stereotype. Okay. The cows that escaped, they live underground in these tunnels underneath London, and they come visit him through the grates in the walls at work, and then they're like, "Oh, you gotta kill Clint. He's a right bastard." And he's like, "I won't do it." And they're like, "Come on, he's gonna kill you eventually." And he's like, "I don't care. I'm not doing it." And then after he kills his mom, he's like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna kill my boss." Only because he wants to kill someone else. Because he moved his girlfriend into their house, and they fix it up. He take a dead dog, put it on the roof between the chimneys to watch him burn Mama body. And he says, I'm in love. Bring my girlfriend down here. And we can watch TV and pretend we're normal people. So then he go to work and he say, "Hey, Cow, I'm going to trick my boss in. I want to kill him, not you. You're stupid. You don't have hands." So the cow says, "Okay, fine, whatever." So they trap the man and they take him down to the secret cow lair underneath London. And the cows want to kill him very badly, but the guy says, "No, no, no, I will do this." And he has an electric knife. He goes, tie man up, and he go, "A shoomp, a shoomp, a shoomp, a shoomp." He tie ropes around arms and legs to make sure the blood stays in the body. And then does lots of things with the knife to the ding-a-ding and gutties and the eyeballs, and the cow say, "Yay, he dead." But a man felt empty, feels sad. He says, "Oh no, I'm not done." But he says, "Okay, bye, cows," and they take him back. So he's happy. He happy at first. He has girlfriend. They do, even though she's wants to look for the bad thing. Where's the bad thing? Where's it? Not in my butt. So he goes back to work and he's bored at work. So eventually he says, "Let's go see what the cows are up to." And he goes back to the cows, and the cows are all, "You kill someone in front of us. Now we want to see more." So he says, "Move," because the cows get it. "Move out of the way." And they go and then stampede, and they run over a couple people, and it's like, "Oh my god." And then they get back, and all the cows are like, "We win, we did it, we killed." And a girl cow, she turned around, and Stephen the cow did not want very bad stuff. Yeah. So after that, you're like, okay, it's pretty crazy, but it's fine. But he tells his girlfriend, "We happy, we make a baby, it'll make us happy." She's like, "Okay, fine." Then he go back to the cows, and the cows want to kill more, and the lead cow is like, "You stay away, human." He actually calls Stephen the N-word. I'm not joking, that's in the book. He says it to him, and it's like, huh? And okay, cow racist now, bad, black and white. No, 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 cow bad. Um, so now Stephen girlfriend, she have baby, but she think it's poison, bad poison. So she says, I'm going to reach in and pull the poison out. But she can't reach in, so she goes, let me add a snip snip, make a little bigger hole, try to get it. No, not quite. So let me go up higher. She do the belly, make a big hole, reach in and pull out what she think is bad stuff, but is actually baby and die. So after he go with the cows again, and they go trample people in a subway station, and after the female cow again, because he like the female, I guess. He go home and he see, oh no, my baby, and he say, all right, I put you on the wall, and put baby on the wall with a nail. And wife he take up to roof, and he says, hey doggy, you dead, come here, I put you in wife and you be together. So then some big storm happen, half the building come off, like a big wall just fall off like a cartoon. And he says, oh no, fire department, police gonna come, they're gonna find me and put me out on the streets with all the normal people. I gotta get out of here. So he go back to the sewers to see the cows, and before he left last time, he gave them a bit of taste of human beef. If you'll see what I'm saying. So cow cannibals, maybe. So he go back. He says, "I want to be leader, cow." So there's his cows on stampede, go killing people. He says, I will hide behind a big pile of cow shit and bones and wait. And he falls asleep. And then the cows come back and they all fall asleep. And he get up to kill lead cow with a bone from the dead guy before. He's like, let me get this bone. And the lead cow wake. He says, you can't do this. And he's get the cow right in this part of cow. And the cow's like, or whatever a cow sound make when they dying. And then the girl cow go, ooh, my hero. I don't think she say that, but she look at him like, ooh, we gonna do again. And book is over. Complete and utter dumb, pointless, juvenile. Like, I honestly thought the book was going to end with like him going down there and like the cows have already tasted this violence that he's tasted because of this other person that he turned on. So I thought the cows were going to turn on him and it'd be like, oh, look what happens. Violence begets violence. Oh. But it was not a smart book. It was very British. And it was really hard not to laugh at the voices because the guy was doing the mom. And the guy who ran the slaughterhouse, like, he had different voices. So even describing these horrible things in those accents, it was like really hard to keep a serious tone. Plus, whatever reality and whatever grossness, like all the stuff with his mom and the feeding and the nasty descriptions, all that kind of just got shattered when he brought talking cows. And then I'm like, okay, this is silly. This is pretty silly. Although I didn't much care for the beast, the boy and his beast. If you catch me, wink, wink. I can't say what he did, but you know, Ooh, he got milk. So yeah, extreme horror books, quote unquote. They're not really worth your time. They're pretty juvenile. Even the most grounded and real effort ones. Like there's a lot of ones that involve assault, not assault and pepper, if you catch me. And they're just, most of these books don't have any characters for you to root for. Like in this one, the only one I was rooting for was the dog, and that's pretty sad because the dog he checks out pretty early. So I guess I was like, oh, I hope these cows get better. But they're killer cows, so they're just as bad. So yeah, I don't think I would recommend cows. Not because it's so shocking, but I mean, mm, just become friends with like a edgy 15-year-old and have him write you some fanfic involving murder and animals, and you probably get something similar. But yeah, so there's my little book review. Maybe I'll do some more book reviews down the line. I've read some way better stuff that's not this. And I do want to look through some of these magazines. I do have some like comic books. Like I have one of the Freddy versus Jason versus Ash comic books. That might be fun. Even though I don't have any of the other issues. So, and this is number 2 out of 6. So probably kind of confusing. But we'll see. Maybe I'll do some book reviews in the future that aren't this one. So that's cows. Move over. See you next week.